ladies of the Chyna'Pink talk show. It's the ladies of the Chyna'Pink talk show. Chyna'Pink show. Chyna'Pink show. The Chyna'Pink show. Chyna'Pink show. Hey, India, Nikki, Maya, Chandra, and Ebony. We the ladies of the Chyna'Pink show. Chyna'Pink show. The Chyna'Pink show. Chyna'Pink show. Hey.
I'm the lady. Hi, I'm China. You're watching the ladies of the Chyna'Pink talk show. Today, our special guest co-hosts are Vanity and Dreams and CEO Stacy from Subtle Touch Models. And in the background, we got Lance, their producer for their reality show. Thank you all for joining us today. I also would like to introduce our new co-host, Simona. Welcome to the ladies of the Chyna'Pink talk show.
Hey, ladies.
We are happy to have you join us, honey.
Glad to be here, baby.
Also, today's topics are how many women honestly say they loved a man for who he was and not just for what he had. And also, do you think it's okay and or necessary to cut friendships off that your significant other isn't okay with? Please feel free to call in 240-389-3397 or feel free to use the live Facebook feed to type in your comments or questions. So we're going to get started with Miss Vanity here.
Hello.
You know, we deep today, so that's Miss Vanity. So if you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are and what you do.
Well, hi, you guys. My name is Vanity, hailing from Houston, Texas. And I work with Miss Stacy with Subtle Touch Models. I am one of the models for her as well as one of the administrators. And I do the creative directing for the reality show that we're doing, the DMV Models.
Okay. So, Stacy, would you like to add anything with Dreams? Would you like to introduce who you are and what you do for the Subtle Touch Model?
Sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Dreams. I am one of the executive coordinators. I'm the lead plus-size model, Subtle Touch house designer. I wear a lot of hats for the company.
Okay.
And I'm glad to be here with you ladies today. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We're glad to have you here. Stacy?
Hi everyone, my name is Stacy and Dennis, CEO of Subtle Touch Model Management and Production. I am just glad to be back on this show again. We're going to spill some tea today and let you guys know what's happening with the reality show, Models of the DMV. And again, thank you guys for having us.
Absolutely. Anytime. You know, y'all welcome to come on anytime. So, yeah, let's hear what's this tea. What's up with this tea? We find out. What's going on? Spill it.
Well, there's always tea to be spilled, especially when you're working with a group of women.
Oh, yeah.
And we're all trying to get to one basic goal. So what winds up happening is you get a lot of cutthroatness, you get a lot of crab in the barrel syndromes, very much cattiness. It's past cattiness. It's like we 3 years old again and somebody ate your crayon. It is that cattiness. You know, we over here fussing about mascara and stuff. Like, really? Come on. Like, there's enough mascara to go around. And you wear fake ones anyway, so why are you even looking for mascara?
What's the age group? I'm just interested in knowing. Because, I mean, cattiness really don't have anything to do with age group, but I'm just interested in knowing. Like, what's the range?
18 and older.
Okay.
But for the most part, we don't have
Talking to Mike.
18 and older, for the most part, we don't have too many teens or
Okay.
18, 19-year-olds. I will honestly say 21 and older for the most part, and it's unbelievable.
Wow. And what's the total? What's the total amount?
It varies.
Okay.
Depends on what event or situation.
Okay.
I'll put it this way, because we'll go from 3 models to 20 models.
Okay.
Just depends on the situation, or you done flipped your lip now, you cut, so yeah.
So have there actually been any? Okay.
I flipped the lip.
Okay. Right. So with the reality show and everything, so we are on live with their reality show here. We getting videotaped for that. So I just want to know, like, has there been any fights? Like literally fist fights on this reality show?
put it to you this
Come
way.
on, Butter
Spill it tea, baby.
Okay, let's put it to you this way. I've tried to have grown up conversations in terms of, I kind of pretty much talk to them like I'm like their grandmother, because some of the younger ones feel like, I guess, that they don't stink, and they think that they can talk to the older ones like they have no sense.
Oh, wow.
And I've had to inform them, sweetheart, I'm not your child. I'm nowhere near it. If you're talking to the public and working with the public, there's a way to conduct yourself.
Absolutely.
And there's a way to cuss people out without using cuss words.
That's true.
There's a way to say stuff amongst people if you're trying to get our attention, or if you're trying to point a point across. There's a way to do it and be professional about it.
Right.
You know, but they want to pop off like we some hood chicks, but then when we respond as a hood chick, then it's a problem.
Right.
Oh my God, Vanity, why did you do what you mean? I don't need a camera to pop off on you, because even with the camera not being there, I'm gonna still check you and let you know. Don't do that. Don't be cute.
So are you all able to be like mentors to these young girls, or no? They just a whole nother breed.
Some of them, some people you can mold and structure and critique and give them good advice about what they should be doing. And some of them, no matter what you do, they're gonna do what they want to do. They
know it all.
They pass thirsty, you know, and they'll do any and everything. And I'm just like, okay, a lot of us has been in the game longer than you, so some of the stuff that we're trying to teach you is reality. You can jump out there if you want to and cut up and think that you're doing the most. You're going to be right back down to square one. Because you keep trying to be on level 10. You're not even ready for level 10 yet.
Right.
You ain't even past level stage 3 and you already trying to be 10. No, you got to crawl before you walk.
Absolutely. So how long have you been a model?
Since I was about 7.
Okay. And how long have you been with Subtle Touch Models?
It's been, I can say, about 6 months to a year.
Okay.
Or so, and got in touch with them through other models as well, you know, because of course, you know, I did hearsay to see, you know, which companies are actually doing and what they're looking for in terms of their models, and what kind of events that they put their models in and different things of that nature.
Right.
So it was, you know, good, you know, at first, you know, I always give you a chance, but then when you come in and you notice that there's a lot of ratchetness for unnecessariness, then that makes you question, okay, well, what's the motive of the brand? What are they really looking for? So once we weed out the ratchetness, it's going to be wonderful and fabulous like it's supposed to be.
Right.
But don't step on people's toes to get where you going. You know, if this is the lead person, then guess what? You got to follow suit.
So it's lead models?
Well, put it this way, there are some of us that are really actual professional models.
Okay.
And some of these, I guess I want to call them urban models.
Okay.
Or what have you. But, you know, I've looked at a lot of them and I'm like, there's a difference. There's a lot of facets to the modeling world. So, yes, you may be a model, but you can't model when I'm modeling.
Okay.
You know, I've been high-end couture modeling. You're doing more urban modeling. I can't do what you're doing because I don't have the body shape to be some urban.
So what's an urban model?
Curvy.
Voluptuous.
Curvier, okay.
Right, more, you know, right.
Going up towards the plus size.
Okay.
Right. I am a stick figure. I don't mind. I am, you know, I works with my little white girl shape, and I works it to the best of my ability.
That's right. That's all you can do.
So, you know, and I do, you know, and I tell them, you know, big, small, whatever you got, love what you got and work with it. If you ain't got it, girl, go buy it, because
Always.
I'm just saying. I mean, if your hair straight and you want it curly, go buy the curly hair. If you want it purple or green, then go do that. There's facets for all of us to be top models or top whatever. Do that in your field.
Right.
Why you fussing? Oh, well, she look better than me. Girl, you could have looked like this too, but you chose not to. Right. Not my fault you woke up and didn't look at yourself this morning in the mirror. That's not my fault.
Right. So tell us about this tea. We want to know what is the tea.
Right.
Tell us. We're going to sit back and listen.
Feel it.
Spill it.
Y'all know already, right?
No, we really don't. I promise you we don't know. That's why we asking y'all.
We want some tea
We want to know.
right now.
I mean, it's always going to be something. And
Don't say no names. That's fine.
but
Lance back here
I don't
laughing.
even know what she be telling the tea because she like, I can't say no name.
well, Cletus in them. But no, I mean, there's just been instances where drama was created didn't necessarily even need to be created. Our lives have enough drama in them as they is. We don't need extra. I mean, a little extra is cute, but you be doing over the top stuff. And then when somebody flicks, it's a problem. Like, I know that there's something on there right now about where's my money at?
On where? On a reality show?
Oh, yes. We have a clip about that.
Where's my money at?
Oh,
Who they saying that to?
Oh, it's on the page. Oh, there's a lot of behind the scene cattiness on the page already. Go look at the tea.
What page? What was the page?
The models for the DMV page.
Lord, don't even talk about it.
Go on the models of DMV page, and you're going to see.
Is this Instagram, Facebook?
This is on
Twitter?
Facebook.
Okay, so models of DMV.
Right, models of the DMV.
Okay,
it's
Facebook
on
page.
Facebook on Facebook's page, and
Instagram.
Instagram too?
Instagram.
Okay.
Yes.
That particular clip is not on Instagram, but that's on Facebook.
Look, our listeners are saying, spill that tea.
Hurry up.
But we can't give you guys the whole show.
Right.
So
We
I gotta
understand
give you
that.
little snippets of pieces.
Well, give us a good commercial. We need a real good commercial to make us tune all the way in.
Right. Tell us a little something. Okay.
I'll touch
That part,
another.
that piece of tea.
I won't say anything, but we done had models get into altercations to where it landed in court. We done had
Yes, ma'am.
Altercations meaning fist fights.
I'm not gonna give you that.
Okay. Investigative thing.
In other words,
It most definitely was in PG County Court.
Okay.
We heard about that
There's
one.
paperwork on that, and there's been models leaving because they don't like other models or how they conduct themselves. And personally, I'm not going to be involved in something basing my future on who I'm standing next to.
Right.
It's the company itself. So if it's not the company that's throwing me away, you can go ahead and walk, but I'm gonna walk the runway. I'm not gonna walk with you or anything like that. But yeah, it gets.
Oh yeah, that was a good little clippy poo.
Okay.
As I go to the DC Circuit Court.
I'm a herder. I lawyer on the scene. The Chyna'Pink lawyer system.
If it's in PG County Court, then
We can look it up.
Get it.
Tell us the names. All we need to know is the names, and we can look it up.
Just one name.
Well, in other words, technically, y'all already know half of that tea already.
Okay.
We know a little bit.
A little bit.
Half
A
of
little
that-
something.
It was
Half
cold
of that-
tea. We want
Half
hot
of that
tea.
tea is spilled on the counter already.
That tea is cold. We need some hot tea.
Well, put it this way, y'all have already had a special guest
Yes.
that has graced you all with some fake tea or whatever she called it.
Oh, wow.
that was good tea, y'all. That's that pinky finger up
That lukewarm
Keep going.
tea.
See, I haven't even had a chance to watch that episode yet, but I got the inboxes about it. I got the text messages about it. It's a whole thread of text messages about that episode, and I have to take time this week to make sure I look at it and see what was going on, because that was a whole lot from my understanding.
So we gotta wipe that tea up off the table.
Yes, there's a lot of cutthroatness. You know, people being jealous of other people's situations and placements of things. If you weren't meant to do a certain event or a certain situation, you can't get in your feelings or go back behind other people's backs to get ahead of what you're trying to do. You weren't meant to do what I'm doing, and I can't do what you doing, and vice versa.
What's for you is for you.
And I'm getting ready to sit there and be like, ooh, I want to be in that show. Ooh, I want to wear them fashions. All right, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and talk to the designer myself. I'm going to go behind everybody else's back, bump the authority of the situation. I'm just going to go behind you and be like, I want to go on. Can I get on? And they only going to put you in there or whatever because you pressed. And they like, you getting on my nerves, so let me just
Let
get
me
you
chime in real
something.
quick on that. As far as, and I'm just saying within the DC area itself, let's say for instance, I like your shirt, and I come at you and I say, I really like that shirt. Where did you get it from? The common thing you gonna hear now is, oh, I got it online. You're not gonna say
Some people do.
Very few people.
But see, I'm gonna tell you,
Wait a minute, very few people will go to a red carpet event and they know they got that dress from the Chyna'Pink boutique. And when you ask them, where did you get that dress from? Do you think they're gonna say, "Oh, I got it from the Chyna'Pink boutique. Here go her number right here."
Some people do, and some people don't.
I do.
And you know what? Females even lie about hair.
Yeah,
You could be
yeah.
like, "Where did you? Your hair is so cute. I love that curly pattern. I done had or every curly you can think of, but it may be somebody I walk past that got some curlier hair than I ever had, and I'll be like, ooh, this seems like this. I've had people that I've known half of my life that will lie to me about where they got their hair from. Like, who does that? Like, that's crazy.
Well, see,
Yes.
okay, to a point, because I am a diva with many hats. Sometimes I tell them, and sometimes I don't.
At least you keep it.
You, in other words, you honestly have to pick and choose who you tell people. I'm being very serious because these girls are so shady. It is retorted. We had a situation.
It don't bother me. I tell.
I do too. I do too, Ebony. I don't either.
I mean,
Look, you
My
know
mother
me.
gets on me all the time. Why you always gotta tell your
I
secrets?
tell it.
Everybody don't want to
It's
know.
gonna come down to how exclusive it is. Like if it's
You
something
right.
that I'm, like you said, a red carpet event or something, an event we're doing, then yeah, I will say the origin of it because now I'm sending you business. I'm
Right,
sending you-
right.
But if I'm just walking down the street or we in a store or something, I'll pull a store out the air.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I hate to walk out my door and see
somebody
another
got
female.
I get it.
But I
get it.
Amen on that.
Yes. We can't go that same time.
You was definitely not gonna have my style.
I get it, but at the end of the day, for me, I feel like you're not gonna rock it like me
I just
anyway.
said
For
that.
one, and
That's
for
right.
two, I have clients that tell me all the time, "Oh, somebody asked me where I got this from, and I didn't tell them." I'm like, "You making me lose business? Like I would
Right.
need for you to pass my card out
Right.
or tell them this is what you got." But clients tell me, "Oh, I'm not gonna do it because I don't want they no shade towards your boutique, but I don't want them wearing what I wear." Or
But
you
if
know,
you're honest,
I hear it.
Your
Now, if
boutique
it's
is very
like a
exclusive,
boutique,
though.
someone's
I will give
coming
them
up
that.
like us, oh yeah, I'm gonna push it because I know where you're trying to get to.
Right.
If it's a store that's been out there, you better go up in there and look for yourself.
Girl, if you don't go on fashionnova.com and get your outfit,
So
you
the
know everything on
issue-
Fashion Nova.
So the issues that I've had because I don't go out often, and if I post a picture on social media, I don't post often. So if you see that outfit, I probably can't wear it again for 5-6 years later because it'll be too close together. I've had people go buy the outfit or the
Right,
shirt and wear
right.
it the exact same way I wore it, and then
Yes.
they post it on social media,
Yeah,
and I'm
people do
like,
Yes, they do.
And that's why if I wear something really exclusive or I really feel it, once I picturing or filming it, I don't even wear it no more. I'll give it away.
I'm the same way.
I will not wear it
I'm the
again.
same way.
Yeah.
I don't even think I give it that.
Oh, I'm wearing this again.
I do.
I'm gonna wear these lips
"Look,
again.
I didn't give it much thought."
It depends because if you got like 500 likes on one picture, boo, I'm not wearing that outfit no time soon.
Well, so that's
Like
what
I might not wear it
6
for
months.
ever again.
At least 6
My
months.
niece be like, "Give me that," because you know you're not gonna wear it again. Like that's how I am.
I didn't give it much thought at first either, Simona. I bought this one dress from Stacy. It was a black and gold dress. It looked
Oh,
like
yes.
a Versace replica.
Uh-huh.
When I tell you, every time I wore that dress, it got a lot of likes. And I only had maybe 500 followers. And the likes exceeded that. And I put it on both Instagram and Facebook. And people reposted. And I'm like, all right, Andy, you can't wear
Wear that
that.
dress no more.
I'm
Yes.
definitely gonna need a card to your boutique. honey.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes, I can sponsor a court.
Okay.
I'm good for that.
We'll
'cause
talk.
I tell you.
But look, make sure y'all give out her name when they ask what you.
Yes.
Yes.
Follow her on Instagram. Go see her. Call her. Yes, absolutely. And that's another thing. Like I feel like we have to look at it two different aspects. Okay, yeah, you might not want nobody to look like you, but for my boutique, nobody's not gonna look like you. You could come to me and wear this dress for this event, and somebody else come for this same event, and y'all not gonna look alike. I'm gonna make sure y'all don't look alike.
They gonna wear
It's very
different
unique.
shoes,
They're gonna
everything. Paired up
exactly.
different.
But the thing is, when you don't tell somebody, then that's, to me, I feel like that's hindering me. that's hindering me to move forward. Like, you know, you never know. You referring this person to me, they refer someone. That's how I get my followers. That's how I get my clients. That's how I get my referrals. So we gotta look at it as I can see where you coming from. Like if it's somewhere like Ashley Stewart, H&M, forget it. Don't whatever. But if it's a business, a small business like my own, pass that card out. Let them know. Follow her on Instagram.
Yeah. I would even say she doesn't, because boutiques are very exclusive. I would say she may not have the same thing, but you can get something similar.
Yes, exactly.
That really helps. That's how I do my jewelry. I'm like, everybody doesn't get the same thing. You might get a different color or something, but it can be similar.
Yes.
But a lot of times I tell them I got it from Texas. You're not gonna be able to get it. I'm like, I got this in Texas. Ooh, where you get it in Texas? I can tell you where in Texas, but is you getting ready to go to Texas to get it?
So you live there now, or you was born and raised there?
I used to live in Texas for about 13 years.
Okay, so you're here now.
So, yes.
Okay.
But I represent my Texas.
Okay. What part of Texas?
Definitely here. I can definitely Texas.
I can hear too.
I can put on a southern drawl when they too. It just depends on who I'm talking to. You know, you talking to them colonizers, you gonna need to talk a little differently than normal.
Oh my! I hear real good now. Yeah, you gotta turn it on.
Oh, I love my boys. Me too. I love them boys now. I can't help that. That's
say it's the Redskins did win today.
Finally, girl, but finally though.
I gotta just scoop my chair.
I'm gonna need.
I heard this is Dallas fan.
But see, as soon as they change that name, it's gonna be crazy.
Deadskins.
They gotta change the name. They gotta change that name. I'm telling you. Hey, look, come on this side of the table. Come over here. Come on this side.
Yeah, we number one in our division, baby.
I know. No. You guys are crazy with y'all team.
I can't relate. I don't know who the Redskins are. I don't know who the Cowboys are. I have no knowledge of no type of sports. I'm not with it at all.
I am. Oh yeah. I'm representing the Redskins.
I'm just like whatever.
Okay, everybody can win. I don't even care. Let them all win.
Yes. Okay.
But so let's go to these topics real quick. I want to hop on this one. That is this the one that they didn't get to last week, or this is a new one?
This is a new one that I found today, and it was on Wade the Barber's page. Shout out to him because he's an amazing barber doing hair replacements and all that other good stuff for men. For men.
Okay.
But I have to give credit in the hair industry when credit is due.
Yes.
But I saw it on his page, and it was very rare for him to post something like that. Mm-hmm. And then I read the comments. He had over 560-something comments.
Wow.
And he just posted it. I'm like, let me read some of this. And that's what drew my attention.
So let's reread the topic so for our audience so they can know what we're talking about. So the topic is, how many women honestly say they loved a man for who he was and not for just for what he had? So, you want to kick this off, or you want me to kick it on off?
I could kick it off.
Okay.
Well, for those of you who know me, I'm a lover of who you are. Not you could have nothing, and I'm gonna love you for who you are. Dirty draws and all. That's just how I am. Right. Yes. Now there are a few, especially when it comes to a lot of men, get flashy things and become very materialistic, believing that's what women want. But a real woman can get her own stuff.
Yes.
So,
Yes, India. Okay. Abney, you want to move it along?
I'm an independent woman. I don't never date a guy because what he has. I mean, whatever you can bring to the table, that's gonna be a plus.
Exactly.
But not come without nothing.
That's right.
Right, but I'm independent. I make my own money.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get it too.
Okay. Yes,
I put that on the air.
Yes, Simona.
I basically love a person for who they are, not for what they have.
Okay.
Yeah.
That gets old.
Let me interject right fast. One of the things I noticed was, if you meet a man that has a lot, and he also has a great heart, and he offers more than what he has materialistically, but he loses everything, but he still has that heart. And as a good woman, you know, naturally he's going to feel some type of way because he feels like he could no longer provide financially, and he's going to start to lose himself. As a woman, I feel like you have to stand by him and let him know, I got you regardless.
So I'm glad you brought this up. So if that's the case, how long do you stay there? I'm just trying to figure out, like,
I believe it's no limit, and I only say that because.
So you can stay with this dude for years on top of years on top of years, and he not providing. I'm just asking.
I can stay with him forever, and he not providing financially because again,
I can't do that, India.
I've done it, not with a man, not with a man, but you know, I've taken care of myself for
I'm
a
just
long time. It has been a plus. To have somebody now with me that can contribute.
No, not forever. Gotta be a limit.
But
it gotta be a limit.
The reason I say that because then I think about things that are other factors. So then you think of a man when you going out here to work and he may have a business, or you may have started a business for him, and his business is constantly running. Now he may not have the money that he had 6 months ago or a year ago, but he's still trying to get it, and you see that effort.
Right.
But guess what? You no longer have to get a babysitter for your kids. You ain't got to pay a bababysitter for your kids.
Hold on, India. Now, is this mic
Wait a
working?
minute.
Hello? Is the mic on?
Mic check.
One thing. I was jumping for a minute. Now, India, you know I love me some juicy. I love you, baby. But there's limitations. First of all, if I'm out here and I'm doing what I got to do to take care of me, you better be out there trying to figure out what it is to do to take care of.
They still putting forth the effort,
there it is.
But the money isn't
what it was. Let me tell you something. There is not going to be a man that's going to walk into the doors of a strong working woman and you say, I don't care if you don't ever get your job situation right, as long as you cooking chicken breast with what is it?
Barbecue sauce.
I don't know, girl, because I like a person that can cook now.
No,
if you doing other stuff,
no,
you gotta do something.
I'm being realistic, and people can tell me if I'm wrong, but if I am a business-minded woman, and I mean, even if that's a 9-to-5 job, if I'm out here doing what I gotta do, at the end of the day, when I choose to use my spare time to be with a man, I want that man to be able to compliment me and honor me. Yes. And in the reverse, I would like to honor him. I'm not taking you out to no daggone nice fancy shaboing boing.
No,
you be telling me you got Popeyes at home.
Basically saying if they like,
I wasn't thinking
she's not saying like that. She's basically saying if they lose their job or something.
Even if they lose
but how
their
long
job,
do you?
how long do you go like that?
It's limits, India.
I can't. Because I've experienced so much growing up and watched my family go through so much, it's hard to give something a limit because I've witnessed an uncle of mine not have anything for a very long time. And in the blink of an eye, he had everything. And his wife left him. And now she feels entitled to something that's no longer hers. She left him. She began cheating because she felt like she couldn't take it no more. But he was still a great man. He went out there every day.
What's considered a great man?
A man who respects you as a woman, who will make sure that no matter what, he's still going to try to provide. If he can't provide financially, he's going to figure out a way to provide whatever that may entail.
I think that also entails on the person, the woman, because it also depends on woman or man. It depends on the person, what they are looking for. You have some people that are only looking for a partner that's going to be able to bring them both up. And then you have some people that are just looking for that, they're just looking for an intimate relationship, and then you have some people that just want a partner. It's a big difference. You can't take a person that is trying to move up in the world and trying to grow as two, and all of a sudden you fall off. You can't be mad at that person for keep on going. I just kind of feel like if you're looking for somebody that just wants to be your partner, or you're just looking for somebody to sit there and talk to you, the companionship, that's a big difference.
So those are expectations you should discuss before you get married. And that's why in marriage counseling is very important to have those conversations, because now you know what to expect. And if that person is like, okay, well, this is what
be around for
exactly.
that.
Yeah, I say that too, but I do also feel that even if a marriage counselor, I think people change over a period of time.
Yes, they do. I agree.
Things change and people change.
And what you change
every 3 to 5 years.
They not even gonna admit that in
how long
counseling.
the person can take it, because I think that if you guys coming in it, or however you're meeting, if you're
the movie Acrimony.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was
you're meeting
That was
someone and
unfair.
you're already
She
going
got
to
mad
work,
at him,
already
but
have that
he was
intention of
he
like,
was
okay,
fair
you
to
don't
her.
get yourself
He was.
together,
He was.
then I can't deal with you. But it's the time frame is based on a per person situation. Because if he's trying, if you're grinding and you're showing him, okay, well, let me see if you can do this. Here, go try and do that. If you're trying to help him do it and not just saying, well, you need to do this and you need to do that. If it's also a group effort or a team effort, then of course it's not going to be in that rut for long, you know, because we're both pushing for this as well. Now, I'm not saying, oh, he just wants to sit home and that's what it's going to be, because that's a whole negative.
Right.
You know, if I can get up every day, do all of what I'm doing with Subtle Touch, and I work a job during the daytime,
Right.
I think you can do something. I can buy a lawnmower. You can just start cutting grass.
Well, that's my thing.
I mean, that's just something that
true.
you can do without having a business. You can just really get up and do that, and it makes money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Uber, Lyft, you got that.
Anything.
You never
Make money in
fall-
Uber and Lyft.
Yeah.
And everything, and
Yeah.
she was just like, look. You're
But
not
see,
bringing
he was-
anything to the table and all of that. So
Yeah, you
But
bring
she
it
left
off
him,
of
have to
Right.
push for
and
it as
then
a team.
he became rich.
Right.
And he still gave her like $5 million.
Right.
He didn't have to do that. They were
He
divorced.
really didn't.
They was divorced.
He
And
was
then she
fair in
saw
that
all-
movie.
So
He
I
was.
thought that movie really did something to me, because I've had moments where I felt like her when she said, you know, I could be the mother effing devil. I've had those moments recently. But then I had to think, like, you have to be fair in your relationship. Even though you may feel like the other person's wrong or they don't have anything now or whatever the case may be, you still have to be fair. And a lot of times as women, we can have our own selfish ways and selfish thoughts.
So can men, though.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to read some of these comments that our audience putting on Facebook. Let me go back up because we got quite a few.
Good.
So Keith Childs, shout out to Keith. He says a whole room full of cutie pies. Thank you, Keith. Leisha comes on and say it does help to have that old school marketing and advertising for the small businesses. So that was back when we was talking about that. She came on and said preach India. I don't know what that was, what you said. Chief of DC, he says a room full of lovely ladies thanking God for these beautiful blessings. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate that, Chief. Leisha comes back on and says some women do allow them to come in with no contribution, and I shame on her, whoever she is.
I've seen it.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. I work too hard. She comes back and say you supposed to be a help meet the needs when necessary. That's playing the position of, and I can't. Can you read the rest?
woman.
Okay, of the woman. I can't see the rest. Then she comes back on and says everything should be built together in a committed relationship, a marriage, dating, and friendship. Doesn't count. Okay. Leisha comes back on and says men's self-esteem gets low when they can't provide. And my husband come on and say don't give up on marriage, things change. Okay.
Hey, Mr. B.
Okay.
Mr. Pinky.
So yeah, so I mean, I do agree that things do change over a period of time, and you have to, in my opinion, I am married, have been married for 6 years, and you have to, in my opinion, keep. The best way I could put it is stay the same. Like you can't. Situations do change, but you got it the same way you got her, in the same way that you fell in love with that person. You got to be consistent with that. You got to keep it the same, because if you don't, you gonna fall out of love. It's gonna fall apart. It's easy. It's easy to do. I'm trying to tell you. So
There's always somebody waiting.
yes,
Always.
it is.
And what if you ain't gonna
It's
do,
always
what somebody
a few.
else gonna
It's always a
do?
few waiting.
Right.
So yeah, you gotta stay on your tippy toes. You gotta cross
And you
those
gotta
T's
keep
and
the
dot
line of
those I's all the
communication.
time.
That's the number one is communication.
Yes.
I
Yes,
don't care what
communication.
kind of relationship you in, friendship,
Yeah.
your boss, co-workers,
Yes.
girlfriends,
All about
boyfriends, I don't care
communication.
what they is, communicate.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times what happens is this is what messes up relationships. What's the number one thing that most of the time messes up relationship?
Money.
It's that money.
Yes,
money.
Your friendships,
Yeah.
your cousin,
Yeah.
your mama,
Yeah.
your family,
Yeah.
your boyfriend. He don't like you now because you ain't give him $20 for gas money because he didn't came over. And I'm like, look, I mean, I'm supposed to be baby and you.
Right.
So communicate. We all can, deal with what you going through. Because I have a situation to where, one of my exes, it's always something. Every time you turn around, it's something. And I'm like, okay, I
Those
can't
are drainers.
Yeah.
Man, I can't deal with a draining person, man.
I'm like,
That's
I got enough
draining.
stress.
Yes.
As it is for you to come, and every time you come, you adding the stress onto my stress.
Yes. It's not
Can
gonna
you
work.
help lift off one of my burdens?
Yes.
Can you take one of my baggages? And can we switch baggages? Because apparently you thinking that I can deal with yours.
I want to add something to that because I get the direct effect of the opposite. I'm super independent. So when I do get a guy friend in my life, I'm currently single, but when I do get a guy friend in my life, I've been in a position where they've been upset because I really don't ask and I really don't let, because I don't want you to think because you did this is what you're entitled to or anything like that. I'm just really independent that way, you know. So I get the adverse effect to that. So like, what would you ladies have or information you can have on that?
So let me just say this. First of all, I can speak for India, Ebony, Shimona, and Nikki, and myself. We are very independent.
Yeah.
Very. So we all bring the table. Fuck bringing half to the table. We bring the table. Okay?
I bring
So,
the chair,
okay?
the table.
Hello?
The tablecloth.
Yeah. All that. Yeah.
Drinks.
And the food.
All that. We getting it up here. You hear me? So at the end of the day, for you, I mean, all I can say is you got to allow that man to be a man. And any man that don't, then I wouldn't even date him. Like, you know, we talked about this. We had a battle of the sexes. We had another talk show. They are all males and we are all females. And so they came on our show and we went on their show and we talked about dating. And we talked about, like, it was real interesting because, again, we are all females and they're all males, and they wanted to hear from the female perspective and we wanted to hear from the male perspective, as far as we talked about when you going on dates, who's supposed to pay. And everybody had their own different scenario or opinions, but for me, what I said, I don't give. It's not 6 o'clock yet. I don't care how many dates I go on. If I'm in a dating stage, I feel like if you're taking me out, you supposed to pay. I'm cool with going to your house. I'm cool with doing pick. I'm not the type that, I'm not big on we gotta go to Chrisfield, we gotta go to Roof Chris. I've never been in either one. And I can afford it going by myself without a dude. But I never been. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm not the type of chick to be like, if he want to go on a picnic at Haynes Point, I'm gonna be like,
Well, I love
that's romantic
That's
to me.
nice.
I'm cool with
Yes.
that. It don't have to be a whole lot of money
It's the
involved.
thought that counts.
It is the thought that counts.
Amen.
But if you taking me out, you gonna pay. I don't care if we going on 25 dates. If you taking me out, you gonna pay. If I want to take you out, then I will pay.
That's right.
So
I'm like that. If you call me and be like, "Let's go to the movie,"
Oh, you
then I'm
pay
thinking,
for it.
Then you
gonna
pay.
pay.
Exactly.
If I'm
Right.
like, you want to go to Red Lobster or something, then I'm going to pay. I have had people, they'll pull out money and I'll be like, "No,
I got
it," because I was like,
okay, I'm different in that aspect because
No,
if you
because
pull it
my
out
fault-
before I do,
No,
then you go ahead and pay for it.
Whoever touched that bill
If you put it out, I'm not gonna tell you to put it back, boo. I'm not gonna do that. Cut the mic. I'm just keeping it real.
Whoever touched the bill first, if you paying for the bill. That's all. Never touch it.
That's my motto too. If you pull out your money first, and if you touch the bill,
If you touch the bill,
then you go
pay for
ahead.
it.
If you look at
I
the
ain't
bill,
even touched it, but to me, I feel like
I will pay the tip.
I feel
though,
like that make
if
a
he
man be
pay.
like, okay.
I'll do the tip.
I
You're right. I
feel
will
like
tip.
it make them want to. It make them
Yeah.
want to do more
I
when
do
you be
tip.
like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I got it. Don't worry about
And
it.
I chime in on that because even when we had the Lounge Boys on here, they were saying that they were raised to be providers to women.
Right.
And at the end of the day, they are raised to say that I'm not going to ask you to go somewhere that I don't have the money in my pocket to afford.
Right.
Now, he also has said that it's a big turn on to men that if they do go somewhere and the lady at least offers to take on that
pay.
bill, because
Right.
now you're showing me that you're not using me
Right.
for whatever.
for a meal, they
Right.
like you can go on
using me
10
for
days.
whatever. Yeah.
Them 10 days cost.
Well, in
So
other
then they like, so
words,
when we gonna get the booty? We going on 10 days. Then we just spent all this money.
you ain't spend that much money for the booty.
I
man.
know.
You ain't spent that much
Okay.
money. And let me tell you something. We know you gonna get the booty the first 30 seconds. We
We
saw
said
you.
that. Did we say that on the show?
So if you on a date, we already thought about whether you was getting some or not. But and watch what you say. Cause
You know what?
we be in love with you until you open up your mouth.
And I said the
And
wrong
don't ask
thing.
for it.
And, right. And I was like, dang, I had the good panties on and everything. Right. You done shaved and everything. Like, oh, he gonna get something. He say the wrong thing. You done messed up. You done messed up my whole and got a bikini wax for nothing.
Look, got the whole
You owe
booty
me.
in.
Right. You owe me $30, $40 now. No, you ain't getting no booty praise.
Play too much.
Because some of us, we be wanting booty too.
Got the new,
Okay, because women, we want to get some too. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Because a lot of you know, guys
this thing
like
on the way.
Right.
oh no, women, we want to get ours too. Okay, y'all ain't the only hornballs walking around. And some days we be like, oh yeah, tonight he gonna get it. Yeah, he is.
Then he messed it up throughout the day.
Oh my
All
god.
My biggest turn on. I can't,
Man.
even if it was just a date. I'm sorry. The person that you like this.
Oh my God.
You gonna eat that?
Nikki gonna get turned off in 2 seconds. I won't be calling him back.
You know it's very hard to turn Nikki on anyway.
I'd be so fast on that phone. Try to small me, pick me up. I cannot stand a tacky young man.
I know, but you know what? Some of us actually gotta tell them because I done told a couple of them.
I mean,
Hold on,
don't
y'all.
make a difference.
I'm gonna chime into that one. All of the men that I've met over the years and the men in my family have all been very well kept. I had to be like, wait a minute, let me make sure I clean this up before he sees it. But I've noticed that it's a lot of women, especially just younger generation, that are tacky.
Very tacky. Yeah.
Nasty.
They past tacky.
I mean,
it's
you
called
don't-
ratchet.
When you go into a woman's bathroom, it's
Suck on the
disgusting.
chicken wing leg and all
They
that.
can't look.
Okay.
I grew up eating the chicken, picking on the first date. You take the chicken when you pick at the chicken, put it in your mouth. These girls.
Yeah, that's one thing. I made my daughter go to the cotillion program. Y'all
Oh
have
yeah.
Yes, etiquette.
Yeah.
Yes.
I made sure
That's the right thing to do.
But I
These
make sure they
girls
know
have
at the
no
house, baby, don't
type.
suck on the chicken
Oh,
bone
you already know
leg.
that.
Don't lick the wing sauce off the tip.
Just order a salad.
Chicken
on the first date.
When I used to be young, you know how you be hungry as hell when you go out with a dude.
Right.
And you won't order nothing. You be like, oh, I'll just get a salad.
Hold up. I ain't never ordered no. No. I ain't never ordered a
That's
salad.
younger,
That was
right?
when I was young.
Girl, when I was younger, I still ain't eat no salad. Let me tell you something. I'm greedy. I am a skinny girl and a fat girl mentality. I'm telling you, I'm ready to eat now.
Well, I was like that too, but I would just
promoter.
get the salmon salad with some extra bread.
No, I ain't
But it's
do that.
still,
Oh,
it's
you
the
had
way-
you know
I
salad.
did. It's the way you have to do it. And I noticed men pay attention to all of that.
They do.
They even down to how you present yourself. Like you just can't. Yes.
Yes.
The right one. You got that right.
Right.
Because these ratchet ones, now they all look alike.
I overhear conversations that men have. Like now, I guess the new thing is women love Hennessy. I'm not a Hennessy man.
I ain't never liked Hennessy.
Well, see, the older generation, men cannot stand. The men look at that
I
like
like the white Hennessy.
Yeah,
I got you.
Wow.
But it's like,
Yeah, I like that.
yeah.
But you know the thing is,
I like
I
the
think
white
yes.
is good.
I think that we need to go back to some of these guys and some of these girls don't have mentors or people to teach them what's right, what's wrong, what to wear, what not to
What's teaching
wear,
them is social
how to
media.
approach them. You right. Not, it's like I think we need to go back to mentoring classes or sessions.
Oh, yeah, but sure do that.
Right.
Hold on. Mr. Pink, you want to know, if I invite you out for my birthday, I still got to pay.
See, he hasn't done questions. I don't even know why you even read
Okay,
that.
first of all, I'm gonna buy you your
That
birthday
don't even make
shot.
sense.
I get you your
Right.
birthday
He
shot.
know it don't.
But other than that, no, because
No,
you
if it's your
still
birthday.
you
If
get
it's
your shot.
birthday
Treated
and you
as
my
so.
dude, I'm gonna make sure that your birthday
shouldn't be
weekend
treating
is
me
on
out.
point.
But that is, that you got you do gotta be my man though.
Yeah, exactly. That's
If,
why I
if
said
you my
that you my
bun,
dude.
then I got you.
Yeah, exactly.
But if
First
you
of all,
ain't, I'm gonna give you your
shouldn't
shot
be
and keep it
asking nobody to
moving.
go out with you on your birthday.
Exactly.
You get the birthday shot. That's it.
Exactly.
It should be, especially in a relationship. But you know, my biggest thing is a lot of women, and men, they jump into these relationships so fast off of intimacy. And then at the end of the day, like I have found myself to a point that, have you ever been with somebody for a period of time and then you start questioning them like, what's my favorite color?
No
And they be
substance.
like, don't play with me. You know I know your favorite color.
Ooh,
But
girl,
like,
right.
They
They don't know.
They just start coming up with stuff. Ain't it purple? Mm-mm.
Yeah,
It ain't no
I knew it was yellow. No,
Right, no, you didn't.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get to know a person, and that's the one thing we don't do these days.
Yeah.
You do not. We jump into marriage. We jump into relationships.
Right.
In my opinion, you should really. I mean, people say within the first year if you really want to marry somebody. In my opinion, because I am married, I feel like you should. This is me. Everybody different. I feel like you should be with somebody at least 5 years before you marry them. That's my opinion. 5. You know why? Because you still in the first 2 years you're still getting to know that representative.
Wait no 5 years.
You're still getting to know that the first 2 years. You're still getting to know that representative. The third year, I'm telling you, y'all listen. Y'all got it.
Go ahead. I'm a student to see about another relationship. Cause see, y'all talking about that straight stuff. I'm not straight. So in the lesbian community, 5 years, we done been married for 20 years and had kids by now.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it's totally different in our world.
And you know what? It probably is. You know why? Because a girl know what another girl like. You know that. You know. As a female,
don't get it twisted. They crazy too now. They off the chain too. Don't get it twisted.
I'm pretty sure, but I can only imagine in my mind dating a female. She knows because she's a female. You know what a female.
She already know. You know once a month she gonna want that remote control and that chocolate and leave her alone. She gonna have a crying moment. She gonna have an evil moment. So you already know. But dudes go through it and they keep acting like they don't know what they doing. She do the same thing every month. How don't you know by now?
Let me ask you this in the lesbian. Let me ask you this real quick. In the lesbian community, have you always been going that way?
I've been that way for since I was about 15.
Okay.
I've had boyfriends
before.
I had menses. It was nice.
Menses.
I had some menses, but at the end of the day, it was like, I think I'm kind of just using you just to do what everybody else wants me to be.
Okay.
You know, because some of us are gay because another ones are gay by default.
So, do you deal with dom only?
Yes.
Okay.
So I see you got a ring on your finger. You married? Why?
Ooh, girl, it's a situation.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest with that. It is.
Bling blinging.
It's definitely a situation.
I saw it too. I've been seeing it. It is.
It's a whole different situation. I ain't want to tap into that one.
Okay.
Because
I got a question, but I don't know if it's inappropriate.
Well, I do. I have
it
a
ain't
question
inappropriate,
for you,
girl. I
babe.
heard
I got a question.
Yes, there.
Okay, I'm next. I'm dying over
Okay,
this.
'cause I'm bi as well. Well, I'm bi.
Hey,
So
family.
for you, which do you think is more tolerable? Because for me, like, I don't date dom women. I only date women that look like us. In
Feminine,
my mind,
and
that's the purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That goes with my question. Go ahead.
with me, I feel like men could be more tolerable because I've dealt with a female and she was moving at a faster pace than a man was, which I know men usually choose to drag their feet, but I was it was a little bit too fast for me. You know, whether it been from a woman or a man. For you, how do you feel that now that you're on one side of it, but you used to be, you know, play both sides, how do you feel it's better, or are they more tolerable?
It just depends on the actual person. Like I've told a lot of people, relationships are relationships, whether they're male or female. You got to find the right person, period. And that's the number one thing is going out, whether she's a male, dominant, feminine. Because at one point I was like, ooh, I want a little Barbie like me. But then I was like, wait a minute.
Little Barbie.
Right. Yes. I mean, we Barbie dolls up in her. Okay, living to the dishes and stuff. But you want something that's gonna compliment you, in a sense. And I wanted a girly girl. Then I was like, we both gonna be in the mirror for too damn long. I don't need you wearing my wigs and stuff. So I'm gonna need a little dominant one because then I'm like, who gonna open my car door? Who gonna do all, put my jacket on me? I still like that courting kind of stuff.
Right.
So in a dominant woman, she knows her place into where that's what she do. So you know you going out with me, you opening up that car door, you opening up that front door, you bringing me flowers, and don't bring me the roses because you already know I can't stand roses. But learn your person.
Yes.
No matter who it is, because even my friends, I know my friends that way, and they'll tell me about their guy situations. And I just be like, girl, you better jump the fence one day and just because. You ain't got to stay that way, but go out to dinner and see how the other side treats you. And you be like, oh, this is different.
So let me ask you this.
It's different.
Simona got a question, but I want to ask a question too. Simona,
Okay,
next.
so dominant don't necessarily mean, because my question was, I never understood why lesbians don't want to be with a man, but they will be with a girl that looks like a man. I never understood that. I know you got like dominant women that can still look like a woman, but I just never
Understood
ever understood. I don't understand that at all. Like, can you?
Well, see, some of them, some of them, I really don't understand. Cause some of them, they look beyond like a boy. I'm like, wait a minute, you like a boy, like you as a boy, you looking like a boy, right? You is a boy, like
you play too much.
Like she got a full mustache and everything.
You like those kind? Do you like those kind? The boy?
Girl, I mean,
I guess probably. Well, like one of my exes, she was real, you know, like that gangster.
With the mustache?
Oh, she got one. It was a little cute though, girl. But it was the first one, and I didn't think that it was a thing. Oh no, because at first I was like, oh hell no, why do I want a girl with a mustache? But then when
you know what?
Like, why do I want that? Because you know, I was thinking what y'all was thinking, like, what the hell? I'm not. But then when you seen it, but if you see a picture of her and you see the look, it's that's kind of. It's a little different.
So is it different? Because you don't want a man, but you want a woman that look like a man.
I want a woman that has a dominance about her.
Okay.
She doesn't, but I don't want a girly one neither. I don't want you wearing fingernails and high heels like I do. I don't want that. Because that's going to be an issue. And women are catty. And we already going to be, no, bitch, don't be putting on my heels and my dress. I don't need you to do that.
So can I ask you this, in the lesbian world, do y'all do the threesomes with like two girly girls and a dog? Oh, so no.
Unless that's what we just signed up for.
No, I'm saying, so like, cause you know how guys, listen, you know how guys, sometimes want to have a threesome.
Oh yeah, for their birthday.
I'm just asking, like, is that the same case for lesbian community?
It can, but that's not what it actually is. Okay. We never. It's all of it is just like straight relationships. To be honest with you, there's always going to be that time when you be like, ooh, we want to do a threesome. But that's straight. Even when I had a boyfriend, I had talked about it. You know, ooh, let's get us another chick. Ooh, that's cute and all. But at the end of the day, you really got to think about it. Like,
it depends on the female. Cause I've done that in my past relationship. You know, with my ex, and once again, I'm bi, so I wanted her just as much as he did. So it has to be an even thing between the two people that's involved in a relationship.
Okay.
Now,
so is it somebody you usually do y'all pick somebody you know that both of y'all know, or somebody? How do you all pick the person?
I've been in it long enough. A few of my friends are, so I'll pick between them.
Oh, really?
We might go hunting. That's what they call it, together.
Scavenger hunt.
Yes.
Oh my.
Really?
God.
Oh, wow. So what tell me about the scavenger hunt?
I mean, that's just like when men or us ladies get out and we go out or whatever, and we're like, oh, she cute. I'm like, okay, let's go see if she gonna do all that to her. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Right. Y'all trying to find somebody
that's bait them.
Okay.
It's a hook and bait situation.
You sent him to go get her.
Most of the time, but if I see that he can't accomplish it, then I'll step up.
Oh, okay. So it's a team effort.
Yes, because it's a team effort.
Pulling somebody in.
From the beginning to the end of it, it's a team effort.
Okay.
You riding, I'm sliding. Like, that's just how it is.
Yeah. I want to ride and slide. I don't want to share.
Well, I know. I've been pulled in. I've been pulled into them before.
So I don't want to share either.
I had one question.
When you go out looking for your woman, like, what type of woman?
Girly girls.
Girly girls. They gotta have a butt. How they got?
She want them like me, girl.
I'm dominant, so for me, a girly girl is like, oh, that's cute. Like a cute little babe. Look at her.
Ain't she sweet? Yeah.
Okay.
Now I have a question. As far as, I guess you were saying it's very similar to any kind of relationship, whether it's male or in female. Have you found yourself, because females do get, they get wazy, I guess is the way you can say it. Like, you know, me personally, one day I could be smiling, next minute you could leave that phone right. I'd be like, wait a minute. you know, we get into our own lanes. Have you found that a lot of the women that you date are very childish people? How do you deal with that?
With long-handed spoon.
Oh.
Because, again, they all, to me, got issues and little reserved things in the back door, and you got to see what baggage they bring in. Am I going to be able to deal with the baggage that you're going to bring into my situation? Because if you want me to sit here and be your mama, I can't be your mama and your lover at the same time. That ain't going to work.
So you still deal with the insecurities and the child.
Right.
It's still there.
Right.
So what is the benefit?
Yeah.
I guess
Right.
that's what I'm trying to
And
get
whether
to.
it's a man or a female, it's still those
It's
very
still
same
the exact
challenging
same issues.
emotions and
Yep.
everything that you have to
Well, I
do.
guess the only
Yep.
reason I said it is because you were saying jump the fence and go with the relationship, just to go to dinner and just see how the other side would treat you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I try the other side and you still plucking my nerve, you still got insecurity issues, you still very childish, I might as well stay with this clown over here that I've known for 2 years.
You're right.
Than dealing with you from the brand new scratch. So I'm trying to figure out what is the different a peer headache. What is the actual difference? Like, you've been with men and you've been with females. So I guess what have you actually seen that's saying, hey, this is the difference and this is why I cherish to go in this direction?
Well, it wasn't even that, to be honest. That's just what I've always been attracted to.
Okay.
So it necessarily didn't have to do with like men that turned me off, or I had been, you know, like they always say, men that did you wrong, and that's why you that way. No, I didn't have good ones, I didn't have bad ones. Mm-hmm. But if I'm out with a dude and I'm looking at my waitress, like,
I know that's right. You got to deal with that.
Right, because I've had guys like, if they can't deal with that, you know, they're not man enough to deal with their woman looking at another woman. Why are you so intimidated? And if I was looking at another dude, then that's when you should be tripping. Because if you know I'm already getting, I let them know right up front, which I always did. So I give you the choice of whether you want to be with me or not. I tell you up front, I like women. But if you want to sit here and deal
Some
with
guys
me,
like that too.
right? But see, they like it only because they thinking they getting ready to get a threesome. Right. But then when I let them know, no, boo, that's gonna be my milk and honey once I get it. I'm not sharing. I'm not getting ready to share my milk and honey with you because I pulled that chick.
Right. You gonna find your own chick.
Go find your own chick. You know, like. Not my fault you didn't drink your Swagger Aid this morning, I pulled her. I done got her in the bathroom. It's easy. It's easy though. Seriously,
I'm sure.
Straight women are. I'm not gonna say y'all easy to a point because some of y'all actually are easy to get. Straight women. I'm very serious because I don't look like the dominant one. I'm very girly. I'm very, flamboyant. So all I gotta do is she in the bathroom. Oh, girl, them shoes is cute.
Well, she got it mapped out.
That outfit cute, girl.
I'm gonna be realistic. You might as well bring some Gatorade in your pocket, but you can talk to me all the night long. I'm still gonna be like.
But see, you know which ones you can do that to.
And I'm so irritated with this situation I'm in.
And then
the
you
real
have some
one at
females
that.
that will consider themselves not to be into women, but
Right.
they just want the
That is
oral
true.
pleasure. They're like, well,
Right.
tongue ain't got no gender.
Right.
You are
I can get some
here.
here, though.
But that tongue is in that girl's mouth.
And I've taught a man how to do it exactly how I want to do
This
it.
right here, this juicy juice right
See,
here.
I call them, those are the type of girls,
roll
we
it,
call
put it
them barsexuals. Those are them barsexual chicks.
The
That's-
bisexual.
That's what I call them. There's a lot of barsexual women out here. Meaning, once they didn't have 2 or 3
They get drunk.
shots,
You are right.
and they little boyfriend over there.
That's
Ooh,
true. I haven't seen
that.
people like that.
What is that? Katy Perry. I kissed the girl and I like it. So that's some of them, and some of them I'm like, yeah, you cute now.
Right, you know what, you are right about that, because people always blame crazy stuff on the liquor.
Right, the liquor made me do it. Girl, you liked it in the first place, or you thought about it.
That's true.
You know, but it's okay if you kissed her, you didn't like it, okay, you move on.
Right.
It don't make you gay. That just meant, okay, you tried it, you didn't like it, okay.
So what about when you say you're still single, but you opened the two door frame? So how do somebody?
Girl, because I like a thick girl too. Look, I like a thick girl. I don't like no skinny chicks. I like a big girl.
Yeah, like you got opportunities on 2 doorways.
This one is a trap. Doesn't mean you always utilize them. Like like right now I'm on my grind. So between working with the models in the modeling company, and then like I said, having a whole regular job during the day, it can get pretty tiresome. So to have another person that doesn't understand why I'm moving around so much, why am I here, why I'm there.
That's the insecurity.
Like right now, Sunday, why you not home? Why y'all couldn't do this on Saturday?
Exactly.
Like, I can't
that
deal
insecurity.
with that. So,
right.
I get there and can find a guy who can deal with all my many doors and walk with me through them, then I'm going to be single. And if I feel like a him tonight, and I call. And if I feel like a her, then I'm going to hit her up.
In other words, if she need to go out, she know who to call. She be like, I need to go out tonight. Let me call this one.
My thing is, I've looked at women, but not in that way. I always look at women like, dang, she had a nice butt. So me and my boyfriend, like when we were just friends, we would go out and I would get different women because it was a turn on to know that what I taught him worked on another woman. So for me to go out and get the pretty women, because I felt the women he was getting wasn't on the level that I had put him on sexually.
Hello,
so
yes,
the
ma'am.
women that he would get, it was like, oh, okay, obviously it worked because she keep coming back. Now she's getting the crazy part of it. So that was the thing I liked. But I'd rather teach a man how to do it opposed to getting a woman, because a woman can't be masculine enough for me. Like I don't want to smell a man. A woman isn't going to smell like a man.
What you mean that Old Spice smelling sweat?
40 years old, and let's see if you still saying the same stringaling that you saying.
It might be worse when I'm 40 because I get this from my mama. It's gonna be worse when I'm 40. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they told me I got my gayness from my mama. I was like, but mama ain't stay gay. She did it for like a weekend.
Weekend swinging.
Right, you know, like them people that be doing it just for like the summer.
I hate to cut it short, y'all, but we are beyond our time right now. So I want to go around the table real quick. It's 6:08. We're going to start off with you, Miss Vanity. Let our audience know anything you want them to know. The camera is right there. Social media information. Anything you want them to know, let them know.
Give it to
Everybody got like 1 minute.
I actually need to set all that stuff up, to be honest with you.
I
ain't even lying because I do so many facets of things. Okay, well right now I have a fashion show coming up on October the 20th. And it's with the Rain Effect with Miss Lorraine Gray. And we're putting on a show in Bethesda. And I will be doing the decorating of the actual venue. I have an outfit that I'm actually making and putting together right now to be the opening piece for the actual show. I do more like cosplay, costumes, things of that nature. So that's pretty much what I'm working on right now.
Okay.
And yeah, I am on Facebook. With Subtle Touch Models and through the DMV modeling webpage as well.
Okay. Stacey.
Okay, again, my name is Stacey and Dennis, CEO of Subtle Touch Model Management and Production. You can get me on Instagram at Subtle Touch Events. You could also hit up my cosmetic page, Subtle Touch Cosmetics. Also, here it is by Stacey for the hair extensions. And I'm also on Facebook, Stacey Subtle Touch. Actually, Stacey D Subtle Touch.
Okay.
Where can they tune in to see this reality show?
We're just starting it. It's not aired yet or anything. You could go on Facebook and go to, you could either go to our fan page, or you could go to my DMV page and you could see little clips and stuff like that.
When does it start?
But yeah.
You could go in there now and you can see some clips.
But when you all finish and when you all started, where would the audience be able to see like all of this? Like,
okay. So we have YouTube, and then we also working on a channel, a cable channel.
Okay.
That's still in the work.
Okay.
So it's YouTube. Okay. Well, you guys can find me at Organically Sexy on Instagram, my website, organicallysexylife.com, and India Janae spelled J-N-A-I on Facebook. And here with the ladies of the Chyna'Pink show.
Well, you guys can find me on IG at All Eyes on Ebony.
Yeah.
My hair page, Diamond Mink Collection. Facebook, Ebony Chew.
And your website, Ebony?
Oh, www.diamondminkcollection.com.
Dreams. Let's go back to Dreams before we go to you, Simona.
I'm Dreams the Boss on IG. You can find me on the Models of the DMV fan page, Facebook page, and Instagram page.
Okay. Simona?
On IG, I'm All Eyes 213.
Okay.
And Facebook, I'm Simona Moody on Facebook.
And you can always find me at Levi's Bartending. Also on Ladies of the Chyna'Pink Show. And you can find me on Facebook at Nikki, which is Nicke.
Tell them the days that you at Levi's.
Oh, Lord. So I'm at Levi's Tuesdays. I'm on Levi's Thursdays and Fridays and selective Saturdays. So push through.
All right. So I'm China. You can find me on IG at Chyna'Pink Accessories. Also Chyna'Pink the actress. And also please go follow our talk show page is the Chyna'Pink Show on Instagram. You can find me at Cheers this Friday. Come through, push through from 6 to 12. It's free to get in. We got the hookahs going on. We got the specialty drinks.
The hookahs, man?
Yes.
Nice.
We got the DJ. So if you came to my birthday party, that's a split image how Cheers is when I'm there. So come through this Friday. Next Friday, I will be at Alba, Astoria. Bartending there. I'm also having a masquerade party there that same day, which is October 26th. Come through. It's free to get in all night. DJ gonna be jamming, so come through for that as well. And that is it. Until next Sunday, we are out. I'm so late, y'all.
I
I
did.
don't even have. You forgot something?
It's okay.
Oh, we told her last time bring it back.
Oh, you got some samples. Lipstick samples.
They're full size. They're not samples. They're full size.
Okay.
Oh, they're full size.
They're full size. I have 4.
Let me see. Yeah.
Good lad. I want this pinky.
Some of them are lip gloss. Those 2 are lip gloss and those 2 are lipsticks. So.
Is this what color is this?
Oh, no.
What color is this?
Right.
Is that the gloss? Is this
What color you like?
So is Nikki doing
I don't
yours?
know.
Those are
What color
glosses.
you like? Would you look better in? You like them darker colors.
I'm going to try this.
I
I don't know what's going to look like.
What you think?
I'll try this.
Look, I come back and be like, let's switch.